me about that book.
Andrew, can you see me, darling?
I can see you, Mr. Ed. How are you?
Well, not too bad.
Hi, Andrew.
What's up, Miss Baker?
Long time no see.
Yeah, since the airport.
Yes.
I'm on too.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Scott, I love your winery. I like to have that on my resume. At age 80, I could say 40 years ago when I was a young man, I had a winery.
There you go.
I can't say that, but you can't be a bareback bronc rider.
Exactly.
It's too late. So my name is Ed Epperson, and I saw the movie Tuesdays with Morrie, and I cried and cried and cried. I don't know how many of you people who are watching this have seen the movie Tuesdays with Morrie, but there was a book written about it by a guy named Mitch Albon, and he came to Austin. I got to meet him, but I'm really thrilled about the idea of people coming to the relative end of their life, like the last 1% or 2% of their life, and just go ahead and start talking to their grandkids and their kids and their friends about leaving. We're not reluctant to talk about going to Hawaii, but we're real reluctant to talk about dying. But dying is just part of the deal, so I'd like to open the conversation up today to have us complete our relationship so that it doesn't matter when we die, we're as complete as we could be given the circumstances and our ability to complete. So I appreciate you guys being here, and I'm ready for anything you'd like to say to me in my departure mode.
Hey, Ed, it's Andrew. So first of all, it's weird to have the conversation because you seem so damn alive.
Oh, thank you.
Seems like a preemptive strike, you know?
I heard a story yesterday about a guy who was dying in the hospital, and he was all small and withered up and wrinkled and everything, but he was so happy that the nurses would stop by that were just on that floor because they wanted to be with the guy because he was so alive. So I think we can be real alive and at the same time be kind of unlike Arnold Schwarzenegger in appearance, you know, but just not be in denial, but just be in a last phase and be like an old car that really looks good. A 1947 Dodge is not a 2019 Chevrolet.
I think one thing, Ed, is I want to make sure that you know that who you've been for me among many things. This isn't exclusive, but it's one of the big things that stands out as an example of what it looks like to live your life as a created self-expression all the time.
Yes,
always expressing yourself, communicating, sharing, always sharing.
Getting in trouble.
Getting in trouble, sharing about getting in trouble, all that stuff, but always sharing what you're discovering, sharing what you're up against, and always in communication. And it's really, for me, always been like, this is what Werner had in mind when he discovered the possibility of self and self-expression was someone who lived that way. So you've always been for me like a gold standard. Not a standard like the bad kind you compare other things to, but like, no, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I really don't appreciate the word appropriate, but I love the word fully self-expressed or boogie till you puke.
Yeah.
I don't really like being appropriate.
Right, I've noticed that.
I think appropriate is given by the culture that you live in, and most appropriate cultures are not very powerful, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to thank you for the forum. I have the forum because of you and Scott. I have it because of Scott, and Scott has it because of you, so I really have it because of you. And I know you know this, but I think in terms of our being complete with each other and having it be said, because of you, I was able to touch the lives of, I think I measured it the other day, it's a little over 10,000 people now.
Woo! Very good.
And I'm not even close to done.
Right. Proud of you.
So that's part of the difference that you made in your lifetime through me in the way you shared the forum with Scott and had him show up, share that way with others, including me. I have a daughter who's a graduate, Ed, who just graduated from college. She's fully self-expressed. She's out living her life like a possibility. She got herself an awesome job in Los Angeles. She's moving to LA, and she lives her life fully. She gets in communication. She's coachable. She coaches people all around her. She contributes to life. I know that you and I don't always see marriage the same way, but I was thinking about you the other day because I was in the bathroom here in Montreal getting ready for work, and I was literally crying. I was so profoundly moved by my marriage, by the possibility that I have created marriage to be, that I couldn't find words to express it. I was trying, I couldn't find the words. But what I want you to know is that I got that opportunity to create something that's that impactful through participating in the work that I participated in because of you.
Right.
It moves me to the depths of my soul.
And I want to call you a master of marriage. You become a master in my estimation. Very good.
So I feel like I owe my whole life, as it has currently been, to the courage of your sharing. Because if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't have this life.
Yeah, I got to pass it along from Werner Erhard to you, because I
Yes.
spent a lot of time with Werner, and he kept saying, share, 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 share. I said, okay, I'm going to share with Andrew.
I want to thank you for having me do a body presentation. I don't think I would have ever done that had it not been for you.
There's some evidence that you were a bit reluctant.
Yeah, there was plenty of evidence.
And we've done over 100, so you can see that 100 people stepped up, but not quickly. It took them a long time to consider to do that. So thanks for being part of that geometric progression.
Yeah.
Here's a poem that Mary is suggesting. It's from James Broughton. It says, "This is it. This is really it. This is all there is. And it's perfect as it is. There is nowhere to go but here. There's nothing here but now. There's nothing now but this. And this is it. This is really it. This is all there is. And it's perfect as it is." James Broughton. Well, Miss Emily, do you have anything you'd like to say to feel good when I'm gone and feel good about your life?
I feel good anytime I think about our conversations and how incredibly straightforward and in the moment you are with me. I don't think I've ever had anyone in my life, maybe besides my granddad, that's been that straightforward and in the moment and willing to just be completely unconditional with me about where I'm at, or non-judgmental, I guess. Or, speaking from my perspective, I've never felt judged by you. I feel that a lot of people that care about me get really frustrated with me, but you don't. And I'm just so grateful that you're here. The first time I met you, you were wearing, I don't know if it was that cap, but it was a cap like it.
It was not this one.
Okay, but you stood on your head for probably 3 minutes or 4.
Probably.
Yeah. And it was just amazing because you had just done this whole talk with us about birth and death and everything in between within like a 20-minute time frame, and you had half the room crying, and then you stood on your head and showed us what it looks like to be healthy and happy and alive.
Were there about 15 people there that day?
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I love, like, I carry that list of films that you gave me in my wallet. I still haven't watched all of them, but I don't know, I just feel like you call it the right times with the right information, with just the right thing to inspire me.
I do want to report to you and to the audience that I can't stand on my head anymore. I'm 80 years old, 80 and a half, and I could stand on my head about 2 weeks ago. But I kept doing it every day for about 40 years, and now I can't get on my head anymore. I could if somebody helped me get my feet up, But the reason I mention that is everybody has the ability to do things like reading, writing, arithmetic, relationships, working in the garden, and so forth. And if we live long enough, we'll outlive all of those functions. So I was a veterinarian for a long time, and when you have a dog or a cat or a horse or a calf or a cow or anything, if it lives long enough, it'll get so old that it won't be able to be functional anymore. So I think that we wish and we hope and we want our bodies to last forever, and they don't. So let's just get used to that.
Well, I see you that way now. I see you as timeless and ageless, and like Andrew was saying, I just see you vital and vibrant, and
Yeah. I'm sure now that the way to be as alive as you can be until you die is to go ahead and give yourself permission to experience getting old. You know, your hair gets gray, you get wrinkled, you don't walk so well, you don't talk so well, you don't understand so well, you don't drive a car so well, and then you stop, and there's nothing wrong. It's so easy to imagine that there's something wrong, and there's nothing wrong. I've always been lucky, and I'm very thankful. Thank you. Miss Emily Baker. Scott, are you around?
I am around.
Anything you'd like to say?
All right, great. It was great being with everybody. I love being with you, Emily, and Andrew, and Mary, and we'll see you around the block. Bye, everybody.
Andrew, you have one more thing to say, or are you complete?
I love you, Ed.
Thank you.
They broke the mold when they made you. There's only ever been and will only ever be one Fast Eddie.
absolutely.
Thank you, and I love you. And I love Elizabeth, and I love your daughter. Thank you for being my friend and ally.
Bye, Andrew. Bye, Scott.
Bye, Ann. Bye.
Close